Here's how we planned our 12-day family trip to Japan with two kids and actually survived. How? Thanks to this, and this.
If you're a parent planning a trip to Japan with your kids, you are not alone. I was right there, juggling excitement and nerves. Japan is amazing. Safe, clean, full of wonder. But it's far. The flight is long, the culture is different, and your kids might suddenly become picky eaters when there's no pizza or chicken nuggets around. In this video, I'll share what I personally learned planning a family trip to Japan, and how to make it a smoother ride for everyone. Our flight was 14 hours straight. I remember my youngest asking, "Are we there yet?" And we hadn't even left the runway. We booked a night flight and brought melatonin gummies for the kids. That, plus familiar bedtime routines, like reading their favorite book, actually helped them sleep for most of the flight. I packed a special bag for them, portable console, snacks, mini version of board games. It turned the flight from a potential disaster into something surprisingly smooth. And yes, the plane's entertainment system helped, but don't rely on it alone. Think of it more as a backup than your plan A. Our apartment in Tokyo looked great online until we opened the door and laughed. The two double beds in it were filling the whole room. You look for options which are family friendly, like we did in Osaka. Bunk beds, a small kitchenette, and enough room for everyone to spread out. It was a game changer. Plus, the hotel had a kids' corner at the reception, which can be a plus for younger children. When booking your accommodation, look for listings with square footage and photos of the actual layout. In Kyoto, we chose a ryokan. We were worried about it, but it turned out the kids loved the whole traditional experience. We tried to plan kids-friendly activity in each city. In Mitaka, the Ghibli Museum was like walking into their favorite movies. My youngest one couldn't stop talking about the life-size cat bus. And Kyoto's Nintendo Museum? It was like watching them step into their favorite video games. Their faces said it all. Tip: these places book out fast, so lock in tickets early. And between the big hits, leave room for surprises, like theme cafes and Pokemon centers that you just stumbled across. My kids were skeptical at first, until they saw sushi arriving on a conveyor belt at Sushiro. Suddenly, dinner was a game. Some places give capsule toys depending on how many plates you order, which turned my picky eater into a sushi fan overnight. One night we tried shabu shabu. Cooking our food at the table was part dinner, part science experiment, and totally unforgettable. And when we needed quick bites, we hit convenience stores. My kids still talk about the egg mayo sandwich. Simple wins. Tokyo stations are massive. One morning, we walked what we felt like a mile just transferring lines. Imagine it with a stroller, which we luckily didn't need. I can only suggest bringing a compact, foldable one that fits well in trains and buses, and it is easy to lift. Getting the kids their own IC cards, Ikoka in our case, was a fun moment. They loved tapping them like grown-ups. Don't forget their passports to get the child 50% discount at ticket offices for under 12. After walking through temples, shrines, landmarks, and train stations, energy drops fast. What saved us? Stamp rallies. Each station, and also famous landmark and temples, had a unique stamp. My kids turned their notebooks into treasure maps. We also budgeted 500 yen a day for Gashapon toys, those little capsule machines. They became our end-of-the-day reward and worked better than any bribe I've ever used. Between stamps and capsule toys, exploring Japan turned into an adventure they couldn't wait to continue each morning. Traveling to Japan with kids, it is not just possible, it can be magical. With a bit of planning and the right mindset, what could be stressful becomes something your family will talk about for years. Thanks for watching. If this helped, subscribe for more real-world travel tips from your plan.